So, what was the hardest part early on?
Yeah, it was probably gaining that confidence, like I mentioned, but also just um, gaining the trust of all the families and the nannies, like reminding the nannies that I understand if there's a hard shift, tell me about it, I'll help you. Um, it is an interesting role because there are no coworkers. You can't share stories about other families with other people. So nannies don't really have that sounding board like most jobs. So I try to really like have that community for the nannies as well, which is I think rare. Um, and then also, I think one of the hardest things is just the reliability. Like when a nanny cancels, it's really hard as the owner not to like feel sick. You know, like, oh my gosh, they're canceling on this family. They're left in the lurch. This is horrible. And so finding replacements is really hard on busy nights like Fridays and Saturdays, you know, like the popular date nights. So many years in, it still isn't easy to find replacements last minute on busy days. I don't think in any job it is. But I think that's one of the challenges is there will never be enough childcare for all the families in the world, right? Um,
Right,
so reliability and just really having like dedicated nannies and sitters is a challenge. But
right, right. Because after college, they also move on to other activities. So
yes,
they,
yes, it's a very
yeah,
much transitional job, which some families
right,
get a little mad about, but when a sitter graduates college and goes to her like dream career, that's great. It's exciting, you know, it does suck when I lose the good ones. But yeah, and
right.
then sometimes they come back like, hey, my I don't work on Fridays anymore. I'll input availability. So a lot of nannies actually do come back after time off too.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I haven't thought it that way, but it makes sense.
Yeah, or between jobs, like I have a lot of nannies that will come back like I just left one job, I'm looking for my other, can I work in the meantime? So that's
Right.
been really helpful for them too.
And the challenge is, mm, even though it's a transitional job, for them to take it seriously, right? And
Right.
that's a
Yeah.
challenge. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
so when people are like joining between jobs, I'm always like, don't input availability past the start date you want to input, right? Like that has happened before when someone gets a job and they're like, we have to cancel the next 2 weeks. I'm like, why did you put the schedule in? So I just communicate a lot of like, don't input times that you cannot or might not work.
right. Right. Yeah. And that's. I mean, I kind of go back to the vetting, right? The importance of the vetting is,
Yeah,
not only the credentials, the attitude. There's so many little details to take care
there
to
really is.
screen on the vetting.
Yep.
So, so what makes a nanny great in your eyes?
Yeah, I mean, we just touched on, you know, really fine tuning that they're reliable and trustworthy. I get a lot out of references with that. I check the childcare references. So I ask, you know, are they on time? Did they communicate when there was any scheduling issues? But personality wise, I think that obvious like the bubbly, outgoing personalities work really well because you're expected to like go into the home of a stranger and connect with them and gain respect and trust from the family, from the parents, but then also like be fun and inviting for the children. So
Right.
I always summarize all that just into being adaptable and being intuitive of like what needs to get done, like what routine am I following, how am I going to make this fun, and things like that. But flexibility is one of my biggest spiels as well because we do see a lot of different families, and so being able to step into each house with an open mind and follow the rules that they set is kind of my biggest thing I'm looking for. And so I sum that up in adaptability, patience, and really being compassionate too, and just genuinely caring for the kids. Maybe they have a rule you're not used to following, but you have to follow it, um,
Right.
like that.
Yeah. I mean,